Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to have a look at the Etronix Photon 2.1 motor ESC combo from Etronix. I purchased this over here in the UK. I'll put a link below where I got this from. It's a very reasonably priced brushless combo. The motor itself is 4,350 kV or 9.5 turn. Because it's sensorless, it doesn't really matter too much about the 9.5 turn. It's more about the kV. Now the ESC itself is 45 amps. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant. It does come as a kit, and it does include a programming card as well. Now I'll show you the program card in a little bit. You may or may not want to use it, but it's really handy to have. You do have to do a little bit of DIY with this combo as well. You do have to solder on the pins onto the end of the cables that come out of the ESC, and you also have to solder on whichever battery connector you prefer. As you can see, I've got a Tamiya one on here because I'm using NIM still. I'm old school. Now, as far as the actual motor and ESC, fitting it and starting it up, very good. Really easy to use, and you know, I just plugged it in and it was very much like a plug and play, apart from the soldering obviously. I've got the standard spur gear in here, which is 70 teeth, and I've changed the motor gear, pinion gear, to a 22 teeth. I had a 17 in originally, and on first tests, on first running, it's definitely faster. I'd say at least 10-15 miles an hour faster than what I had in originally, which was a Mabushi 540 high torque brushed motor with the Tamiya TBLE SC-S02, I think. So yeah, really impressed with this so far. The only issue that I had was when I first installed it, I went into my program card. The only thing I changed was the cutoff voltage, because I don't need a cutoff voltage if I'm using NIMS. It was going faster in reverse than it was going forward, which is a bit of an issue obviously. So after reading a few forums, it said because it's a sensorless motor, you can change around the wires. So you can, you know, change the wires going from the ESC to the motor. I did that, tried it a few times, and it was still doing the same thing. So then what I did, I went back onto the programming card, and at option 9 on the programming card, you've got motor rotation, and that's normal or reverse. And I changed that to reverse, and it's working absolutely fine, perfectly. So I don't know what that was about. I presume it's because the motor can be fitted different ways into the car itself. Some cars have it in different places, and that's probably what it is. Now this is a programming card here. So you've got menu, value, OK and reset. So all you do is when you're using it, you press the menu button and it goes down the menus on the left hand side. And on the right hand side it has the actual values. So you just press the value button to get which value you want, and then you press OK and the red light flashes twice. And it's as simple as that. You can reset it as well to go back to default. But really simple to use. You get full instructions with that as well. So, and also on the back, as you can see here, you do have all the settings from number 1 to number 10, and then across is all your different ones. So you can change things like, you know, your running mode. You can have just, you know, no brake. You can have reverse and forward, or just forward if you wanted to race with it. You know, you've got your motor timing, initial acceleration, which is like your punch, you know, throttle limit and things like that. So really good to have that in there. With the motor itself, it does seem to run quite cool. I'm using it kind of on the middle settings at the moment. I have ordered a 64p pitch gearing system, so that is going to be coming very soon. I'm going to put that in there and see what difference that makes. So I've gone for I think a 74 tooth spur gear and a 29 tooth pinion with a 64 pitch. But I'm going to do speed run as it is now. That's probably going to be the next video. and then when the new gearing comes, I'm going to do another speed run and see what the difference is, and if it does in fact make any difference. But yeah, overall really impressed with this motor and this ESC. It's, you know, it's working really well. I did a lot of research, you know, I was looking at a lot of different systems to put in this car, and I couldn't find a lot about this actual manufacturer. I know that they do put this in some of the FTX brushless systems, but again, couldn't find much about it. There's a lot of UK sellers out there selling it, but again, couldn't find much information about it. So really chuffed, you know, with the program card, with the motor, with the ESC, and like I said, I'll put a link underneath where I bought this from. Really impressed as well. They just got it sent out pretty quickly, and the postage was pretty good as well. But yeah, overall, fantastic little bit of kit, and I think it looks pretty nice as well, and it's got the blue colour, which goes with my hop-ups what I have here on my TT02B. And as you can see, it all fits in really nicely. Got the capacitor there at the side as well, which is stuck onto the side of the ESC. I tried to make it look as neat as possible. There's quite a lot of heat shrink in there, but I think it just tidies everything up and, you know, keeps everything nice and neat and together. A bit of OCD here, but, you know, it is what it is. But like I say, yeah, the next videos, I'm going to be doing some speed runs on this, and I'll tell you how it is actually performing. I've had it in the car now for about a week, so I've had it out every single day, been messing around with the different settings on it, and like I say, it's running really nicely. Really impressed with it. I was a bit worried because this car, it has the metal ball bearings on it, and it has a few hop-ups on it, but I'm still running the plastic differential gears, which I am going to actually be upgrading to metal very soon. And I was a bit worried that because it's a lot more power than the old motor, that it would maybe do some damage with them, but no problems at all. It's running really smoothly, no issues whatsoever. And just on a final note as well, if you're scared about, you know, putting a new brushless motor into your RC car, you're thinking about it, and ahhing, do your research, you know. The sensorless system is a lot easier to use, I think, than the censored system. And if you're just using it for bashing and just having fun with, you don't need a censored system. And you don't need to spend a fortune as well. But I would advise spending a little bit more on something like this than, say, maybe looking at the Ghoul RC or something like that. You know, there's mixed reviews about the Ghoul RC. I was a little bit put off because of just some of the reviews, and also, you know, some of the people were saying that the program card doesn't work and things like that. So, but that's your choice. Anyway, this is just a little informative video just to tell you a little bit about my experience with the Etronix Photon 2.1 ESC combo. Hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, please put them below, and please subscribe.